Republican leaders say Joe Biden's new environmental plan could devastate America's chances at an economic recovery. One America's Hubbard reports.
Presumptive Democrat nominee Joe Biden's newly announced climate and infrastructure plan is drawing sharp criticism over its steep cost and likely damage to the nation's economy. The plan was unveiled by Biden during video remarks broadcast from his home state of Delaware on Tuesday. A massive spending package. It would introduce a $2 trillion rise in federal spending over 4 years, a more than 10% increase to the federal budget, which was set at $4.79 trillion for 2020 at pre-COVID-19 numbers. Most of the proposed spending would focus on switching the country to a zero-emissions infrastructure over the next 15 to 30 years, with most of the cost borne by tax increases.
So my timetable results is in my first 4 years as president. The jobs we'll create, the investments we'll make, and the irreversible steps we'll take to mitigate and adapt to the climate change and put our nation on the road to net zero emissions no later than 2050.
The plan's announcement drew immediate backlash from Republican leaders. Louisiana Representative Steve Scalise said in a statement it brought to mind images of Cylinder on steroids. In 2011, the California solar panel manufacturer went bankrupt after receiving a federally guaranteed loan of $535 million under the Obama administration. And White House economic advisor Larry Kudlow projected Biden's plan would result in a contraction of GDP ranging from 12 to 15%. And the loss of millions of blue-collar jobs, stating, quote, "None of that can possibly work without doing enormous harm to the economy." For his part, President Trump agreed the plan would cripple the economy and leave America at a global disadvantage.
But this would do nothing for the environment, but would cripple American industry while greatly helping China. He wants to impose massive energy taxes and job-crushing mandates to eliminate carbon from the United States economy, obliterating American oil, clean coal, natural gas, and the natural energy resources that supply countless American jobs.
Republicans also intimated fears over the Biden plan's effect on America's most vulnerable communities, pointing out the economic fallout would land most heavily on the shoulders of low-income Americans, who are more likely to hold precisely the kind of blue-collar jobs that the plan would do away with. The move has also been characterized as a nod to the far left, being the product of recommendations prepared by a joint task force with members of Bernie Sanders' campaign, including Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the architect of the Green New Deal, which critics speculate may have inspired elements of Biden's current plan.
Joe Biden put AOC, a young woman, not talented in many ways, in charge of his energy plan and the environment, essentially, her and Bernie Sanders. When I first saw the Green New Deal, I thought it was a joke. I said, this will never go anywhere. Now they're trying to impose it. This will destroy our country and make us non-competitive with other countries.
Hans Hubbard, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.